Alright, is that recording? Yes, it is. Okay. If all's going well, it should be seeing me right now, or it should be seeing my screen. This is the flight of the Stork, a Russian bomber I was just using. I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward this because I'm trying to... I wasn't in the match yet. I should be able to spectate myself, right? Yeah, I'm still connecting in right here. I was in the bathroom at the start of the match. Okay, here we I started off as this here lag. I didn't get to do much. As you can see, we got into a bit of a dogfight here. I chased him down. Chased down this B-34. He crashed, and then I hit the ground right after that. But I figured a life for a life was fair. And then I came back in the Stork, which is what we'll be watching, is the Stork's bombing run, because I managed to, like, not die. There's a lot of detail on screen. I don't know if there's any way to get rid of that. Let me see if I can try to close these. I'm not gonna look through this right now. There should be something up here, right? What's this? Doesn't say. Oh. Stayed high up here. This is my usual strategy for bombing, is I stay high up and dive in. Once I figure out how to get this stuff off screen. Oh yeah, here we go. That helps. How do I close this though? So what I usually do is I get up high and I dive before I hit the enemy attacks. I like to come in real low and fast on the enemy. So I dove through the clouds to try and use them for cover. I was hitting 340 miles an hour. It's part of what I like about it. The wingtips start shaking, and you're flying fast. Far faster than this thing was meant to be flying at typical speed, I'd imagine. But here we come through the low cloud cover. The enemy's all distracted with the fighting over there, so I'm able to come in low. I'm starting to get better at bombing. I haven't played this in a long ass time, so I tried to put one down there on that target, but it doesn't exactly take it out. It misses. So as I keep going, I drop a few more on this location here. I got a hit, but it didn't destroy anything. And then I put one right back there on a tank and took it out. So I think I took it out. There's an A-36 over here. The enemy still hasn't noticed the Stork, so I decided to come back in for another hit. I put a couple bombs on that first tank and a couple bombs on the second, and we got a kill. About now, there's a Ju-88 and a couple other fighters that seem to have kind of noticed that I'm unopposed over here. And I've got an A-36 who's decided to be very friendly and cover my 6 while I'm flying around. But for the most part, I'm just kind of loitering until I get my bombs back, so I'm going to speed things up until we get involved in an engagement. Because for the most part, I'm sort of just flying in circles over here waiting for the bomb timer to run down. But I get it back about here. A couple of my teammates are out there. There's Venom. He streams as Spider Venom on Twitch. So I came back in on the enemy convoy here. I hit one. And I hit two. Unfortunately for the Stork, despite the fact that it is a successful bombing run, that's the last of the killing that the crew will be doing today. About now, as I start to head out over to the sea in an attempt to loiter again as I wait for my bombs to reload. P-26 and a few other enemies have noticed me. They're diving in. A J-22 comes in on the crew to try and put us out of business. As you can see, he's right over there diving in on our flank. My gunner opens fire. The gunner got a couple hits on him, but obviously he managed to hit us pretty good with that first shot. Then he's above us. My gunner opens fire on him again, misses most of the shots, and that's about when my gunner gets taken out. The pilot's still alive. We lose flaps on the right wing and most of our tail, but I'm still flying, which means I'm still in the mission. J-22A tries to get back on my tail, but luckily, my escorts over here, my two fighter friends, managed to bash him up pretty good. About here, I think, is when I decided to take the Stork, drop my remaining payload, damaging an enemy vessel, and then I start making my run back to the base. My friends Killer, Venom, and Impending Doom, though I don't know where Doom is right now, decide to come on. Oh, there's the second payload, but it completely misses. Oh no, it didn't completely miss, just did minor damage. Now with my last payload dropped, I called my friends, asked if anybody in the area could provide me an escort. Oh, there's Doom in a P-26. And they acknowledged they were coming in to give me an escort. So, the only thing I had to do was make a run for it. Luckily, most of the enemies were gone, so I was able to just sort of push. At least that was the goal. The goal was to just make a run for it. I'm going to hope you guys can hear me right now, since I'm using the speakers on my computer. Yep, there's Killer coming in a P-36 to try and provide me some escort. Most of this is just going to be the flight home, so. But I did get attacked. I don't know exactly when. Yeah, here comes a hurricane. Killer and Spider try to rescue the Stork by engaging the enemy. I dropped all my bombs here to stay light, just in case I needed to maneuver if the enemy came up behind me. And here's Doom, who swoops in behind me to finish providing an escort back to friendly lines in his P-26B. It's nice having somebody to watch your back. He escorts me back to about here when I say that I'm back over friendly lines, as I'm coming up on friendly bunkers, and I'm essentially free and in the clear. So we're going to kick up the speed a bit. About here, I just turn and start making my way back towards the landing zone. A big part of why I decided to record this and post it was that I wanted to show how I managed to put the plane on the ground. So I dropped my bombs again, trying to stay light, because there are enemies up here, a PBM and a P-400 that are behind enemy lines. We got an F-6F, I think a Wildcat, trying to chase them down. Looks like those two dudes kind of exchanged gunfire amongst themselves, so there might have been a bit of a inter-team argument up there, maybe. Killer. Oh, so we had Killer on our side, and we had Killer. Good thing Killer was not on the enemy team. So he took out that enemy. I dropped another wave of bombs. About here, I started getting close to the base, and I dropped my landing gear. The flight of the Stork is successful. I always like lives when I manage to survive all the way back to the base and like to the end of the round. Now, we have a friend who's going to hit that enemy base over there, and I'm going to spectate him in a moment once I manage to get on the ground, because he really saved our asses in this match. We were like screwed if it weren't for that guy. I don't even know his name. The Stork managed to come in towards the airfield. This Soviet pilot's going to make it out today, even if his gunner's dead in the seat. But my front gunner lived, so Sergei's dead, Dimitri's fine. Put the wheels down. I hit the brakes, trying to slow down, but not like, flip forward. Planes can be, these things can be kind of fickle when you're trying to put them on the ground. And I managed to come to a stop here, and I balance on my two front wings like that and stop like an inch off the ground. And that's where I sat until I was repaired, just in this exact pose. Let me bring up... Oh, that's not how I do that. Well, I already collapsed it. Looks like I can't bring it back up. Can I? Yeah, we have a bomber here. He's really in the thick of it. He's not the guy I'm looking for. Is it this gentleman here? Might have been this guy. No, he left. No, he lagged. I think. It might have been this guy here. I'm pretty sure they hit whoever it is hits that base. It might have been the moose. I wish I could see names right now. Just kind of observing the fight right here. It might have been this sir right here. Looks like he's diving in for a bombing run. I'm going to see if he hits this target. Oh, he's dropped both bombs. He's kind of lagging around the sky. Did he get him though? Yeah, there's one. Looks like the other bomb did not strike its target. Oh, we missed it. Let me rewind. I hit slow down. Didn't give me a choice. Oh well. That was the flight of the Stork. I've got a couple other replays I'm going to upload. One of them I did crazy. I had 13 kills. The little biplane that could. That's it right there. But you guys will see that later. I hope you guys enjoyed that. And I hope you guys could hear me for most of it. I was trying to provide some kind of commentary. Yeah, it's been a year. I'm coming back with no fanfare. Hello.